It's funny because in our realm, technically I'm a vet now of social
OG.
media.
How crazy is
OG,
this?
I'm a vet
OG,
now,
bro,
man. Like,
triple.
young kids nowadays that started watching me on Vine remind me that I've been doing this for 9 years, and I see the kids coming up super fast, and I pray that they make the right decisions in their journey so they can have a long and fruitful career, because this is a marathon, not a sprint. Some kids, they see that quick rise of fame, they see those numbers, and they start frothing at the mouth because they're so excited that they found success so fast. But it's not about that. It's about maintaining it for a really long time.
Longevity is the name of the game.
Yeah,
Baby. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And love for what you do, because that's what gives you longevity. And I think, you know, what's very interesting, at least in music, I don't know I don't know your world enough, but if I look at, it doesn't matter if it's rock or hip hop or dance music, the people that are selling tickets are the people that are carrying a culture. And carrying a culture is stronger than having hits. Because you have some artists, they have so many hits, but they won't be able to ever sell an arena. Because one time they do this, one time they do that. They don't stand for anything. So, you know, of course you need to adapt, but you have to stand for something.
For sure.
And I think, you know, this is really important, because it not only it makes you happy, but it also, people connect to that.
Authenticity.
Yeah. And culture.
Yep.
Culture. I think what makes hip hop so strong, and for me it's easier to speak about something that is not me, because I look at from I don't it doesn't look like I'm speaking about myself. But the artists that are carrying a culture, they stay. They, you know, they when they tour, maybe they're not in a global top 10, but when they tour, they pack the venues, you know, and I think this is what matters. And in my case, you know, I always, you know, fought for dance music culture, for our music to be respected as well as rock was or hip hop was, and not look at it only on a pop point of view, because you know, we look at I'm good. Okay, it's amazing. It's fantastic. I'm having pop success. But like I said, Future Wave is as important to me as this. Why? Because it has a huge influence on the culture. I'm Good is starting to have a huge influence on the culture, because I see more and more people are gonna sample this type of era, etc. But that's what matters to me. It is really have an impact on culture, and this is what sells tickets. So even if it's real from the heart for yourself, you need to have a certain authenticity. But also, people are not stupid; they feel it.
Well, we need more of this way of thinking, because as much as you say people aren't stupid, like, you're just starting to see a lot of commercial success nowadays.
Are you saying people are stupid?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
As he's sitting like that, I love it. I just want to let everybody know.
No, but listen. I'm not saying people are stupid, but unfortunately, like,
No, I agree.
the way the world is moving is more and more devoid of the culture, right? And that's been happening for some time. The hip hop example has always been Jadakiss. In our world, in the hip hop world, Jadakiss was always top 5 dead or alive. He controlled a lot. The Lox and Jadakiss controlled a lot of the New York City hip hop scene. They were like the most culturally loved trio of the late 90s, early 2000s. Never found commercial success, but everybody on the streets knew that Jadakiss was the fucking guy. And I feel like that example exists in all of these different spaces.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
So this artist, was he selling tickets?
No, yeah,
Yeah. You know, honestly,
because me as an artist, what matters to me, can I get on stage and perform to a good audience and a packed room.
See, the equivalent.
The rest, I don't care.
Right, but the equivalent to that for him was like if you went to a street corner where people were selling crack in New York and his song was playing.
Oh yeah.
So that was like his equivalent. So it's not like a direct equivalency. But where all I was getting at with that was just like, I love that is your forward-thinking approach with the way you do things, because I'm telling you, dude, that shit is just lacking, especially with social media leading the charge. Everything that is done in this space now is about numbers. You ask a kid who their favorite creator is, whoever the fuck is getting the most views that week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not always based in substance. It's not always based in art. It's not always based in creativity. It's who can put the most Zorbies into their pool? Who can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, dude. I've been saying it for a long time on a lot of different shows. The culture's whack, bro. The culture's trash right now.
I think
bro.
it comes, there's positives and negatives. There's positives and negatives.
For sure.
That's what I believe.
We're talking about longevity. I think probably one of the secret of my longevity is that I have no ego. If anyone is better than me at anything, is welcome on my record.
Step up to the plate.
100%.
Yeah.
Actually, that is the answer.
That's fantastic. Ego is the death of man. When you can
Absolutely.
operate
It's the
without
worst.
that, dude. Oh my
It's
gosh.
the worst.
Take
It's
that shit behind the
worst.
bar and shoot your fucking
It's the
ego.
worst. It's ego killed so many careers. And yeah, every time, we're talking about like when I see younger generation, all of this, I love it. I embrace all of them. I go on TikTok, I go on Instagram, and I follow producers showing what they seriously, and they're like 16 years old, 18 years old, and sometimes I reach out to them because I see usually they don't know how to finish the record, they don't know how to make it a hit, but sometimes they have amazing ideas, and I'm like, come work with me. You know,
cool, man.
I love that
cool.
because, but it's true because this is the way to win. If you think the problem with talented people is they know they're talented, and because they know they're talented, they develop an ego, and once the ego is controlling your life, you're gonna lose. That's guaranteed.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.